Good morning. Today's presentation aims to understand the gap in Uber Eats service delivery. A little bit about Uber Eats and its background. Uber Eats is a technology company. Content their partner drivers with people who need a ride or in need of food delivery service. Started in 2015 in LA, accounting for almost 19.5% through its market penetration. Presented to you by members of Group 3, Ijia Guo, Ramzi Raja, Johan Jones. What is a service failure? A service failure simply defined is service performance that fails to meet a customer's expectations. Impact of service failure. Service failure can have a negative impact on customers. Customers' impact effectively recall in case of service failure. Custom satisfaction along with recall increase loyalty and profitable customers. By analyzing the various touchpoints in blueprints, we have been able to identify differences in the delivery of service process. Service failure result from outage in follow actions. One of the reasons that can lead to service failure will be outage in follow actions, which occurs when Uber rides receive on the out and untake the delivery service for customers. For example, drivers do not have enough resin when delivering meals, which may lead customers to think that they are being neglected or treated unfriendly. Strategies to mitigate service failure. Customer service experience is highly dependent on the driver's ability to provide a favorable delivery service, so the leadership and management of drivers' behavior may often be inconsistent with custom service plan. In order to narrow the delivery gap and reduce the risk of service failure, Uber Eats should focus on the field of driver training. Uber Eats should provide a driver with the necessary knowledge and skills in treating customers, including language and action rules. Uber Eats should also regulate and motivate drivers and monitor the delivery process to ensure the interest of customers. Incentives for drivers will also make their work more dynamic. Finally, we also suggest that Uber Eats develop team spirit to ensure they establish a field standard in undertaking the whole delivery service, so as to provide excellent quality. Strategies to recover from service failure. After service failure, Uber Eats should listen to customers' opinions and apologize for failure in a set tone. Uber Eats should read through complaints from customers repeatedly, which helps to find customers' expectations and get a detailed understanding of a situation that have failed to meet the customer's expectations. Uber Eats should try to find alternative solutions and record problems, and train staff on similar problems that may happen in the future.
Service failure as a result of ineffective internal communication. Exercising effective internal communication can prove to be extremely challenging to establish and achieve an effective internal communication strategy. It must include all communication within the organization. These include communication among industrial or personal and relation among members. Uber has a strong dependent downwards communication. However, it fails cascade and effectively communicate the common goal, and hence their partners suffer from trying to understand the goal and discern the direction to align their performance. And hence this organization lacks direction among its partner member to act in such a way that help organization work towards a shared or a common goal. Inculcating a strong internal communication can enable the upper management to influence and ban better partners' behaviors, corroborate the company's goal, vision, and organization overall split. Strategies to mitigate failure. While there are several strategies that focus on bridging this communication gap to overcome service failure, such as integrating marketing communication, managing customer expectation, where Uber performance is adequate. Uber finds themselves vulnerable in its internal communication as they are still in their growth stage. They rely on heavy promotional activities, but rely on such promotional activities can lead to dire impacts to a firm if the firm is unable to meet the expectation as a result of these activities. As Uber has a various number of internal stakeholders, they should take the effort to internalize the brand, including the affiliate partners. This will allow the organization to impart organization values with its employees and also gives them an understanding of what should be promised to the customers by the company. Strengthening and integrating the horizontal communications will help Uber various departments in the organization align themselves with the organization's promises and its capabilities with regards to their service. Strategies to recover. Trying to control and curb the factors impacting service can play a significant role in improving the service process. Uber should embrace a more interactive model when focusing on its horizontal communication with its partners. This involves consolidating what company stands for various members commanding pivotal positions such as CEOs in the organization. Compile the message into simple words that can be easily discernible by all members of the organization and partners with Uber. It is important that Uber finds a channel to publicize this message to its partner in simple readable formats and repeat exposure at regular intervals. This will allow Uber reinforce its organizational goal with its affiliate partners providing direction and motivation among its partners and members. Secondly, Uber and its management team should synthesize and compile information relevant to each department, which is collected with intent scale the company business. While sharing critical information with partners by affiliation can be risky as they are unable to exercise direct control as opposed to regular employees. Uber should efficiently screen the document and provide a common access to database as opposed to continually trying to recreate and share this information between various departments in the organization. This will allow the partner to self-integrate and encourage self-teaching of important ideas and skills. This will lead implicit participation of affiliates. Strategies to build strong customer relationship. Core customer provision, switching barriers. In core customer provision, customer experience management looks after the customer's service satisfaction with a way of exceeding customer demands is the main goal, and also listening to the feedbacks and ratings from our customers regarding the food quality as well as the delivery service of Uber riders and tailoring the needs and changes according to the customer expectation. In switch barriers, in which it is difficult to differentiate customer inertia from customer loyalty, so it is necessary to Uber Eats to build more customer loyalty and emotional attachment to break this barrier.
Terminating unprofitable customer relationships. Customer disinvestment is a process by which a company restricts products or services to an existing customer who was once considered an anomaly. There are 4 underlying factors for organizations to adopt this policy: diminishing profits, decreased productivity, organizational capability to serve a large number of customers, organization adopting a new strategy. Strategies to effectively terminate unprofitable relationships. Some organizations like Aecon segment their customer by using geo-demographic to acquire new customers. Embracing the strategy in the case of Uber ensures that places of operation and concentration of services should be focused in areas that have maximum number of prospective customers, not only in terms of buyers but also in terms of productivity and profitability. Second, at the most basic level, it is not sensible to create a dedicated business to serve these unprofitable customers. Although various organizations use a host of indirect strategies to cut ties with their existing customers through cost escalation and withdrawal strategies. Although risky, adopting a direct strategy will be most effective if accurately implemented. In situations like these, companies must openly tell that it wishes to end the relationships with them, which is unprofitable customers. This form of strategy leads to the explicit disinvestment of unprofitable customers and is called fait-accompli strategy. While it is obvious that customers and firms must engage in a transaction that is beneficial to both parties, so when explicitly and openly trying to terminate this unprofitable relationship, this strategy should be implemented not only after carefully evaluating and analyzing relationship between customers within the context and best efforts to establish equilibrium. But cutting ties with unprofitable customer has a host of ethical implications. When organizations decide to terminate their relationship between customers, they must do so in a way that it curbs the negative fallout when implementing such strategies. This leads to the inevitable word-of-mouth fallout if not mitigated properly and at the appropriate moment. Studies reveal that customers pay close attention to the reasons behind the disinvestment and assign their blame in this accord, directed either at the company or at the external factors. For example, customers are likely to be less frustrated if they were to understand that the organization had to change its strategy to facilitate the increasing conflict between competitive vendors, which resulted in the disinvestment. To conclude, we have recommended a host of innovative strategies to help Uber scale their business. Implementing these strategies will help overcome its current shortcomings and continue its growth in a sustainable manner. Thank you all for joining us today and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.